Hey Jack, it's Vince, and it's June 15th, and we're ready to do our top 7.
7?
Sorry, top 5.
You were close.
It's getting late in the day. We're going to do our top 5 of the last 7 days.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Alright, so let's see here. 7 days, top 5. Let's hope we get some big numbers here. Okay, number 1. This was a very interesting item. I showed this one to you, and we wanted to talk about it a little bit. It's called a magic lantern.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And we started that baby out at $25 because it was pretty rusty.
Cash, no Visa, no MasterCharge.
Had some writing on there. It said the Macintosh number 1623. And man, that's an oldie, huh?
Looked all beat up, too. Remember? I remember that.
Macintosh Stereo Opticon Company of Chicago.
Opticon or Balopticon?
Stereo Opticon.
Okay.
All rusty, would never power on if your life depended on it. But that guy got bid up from $25 to $565.
That's a museum piece.
It is?
Sure.
Well, it is pretty neat. Pretty neat. Now, the other interesting thing is we got a ton of slides. Glass slides.
That's right.
That are all in color.
I remember them.
We're putting those up small lots at a time, either 1 at a time or 4 at a time, depending on what kind they are. So one of those slides surprised us last week. It did over $400, so could have a gold mine in the slides.
Didn't surprise me.
Keep your eyes open for Stereo Opticon Magic Lantern stuff. Number 2. Oh, this is the one I was talking about.
All right.
It's number 2. Buster Keaton. It's a glass slide from a silent movie.
How about that?
You told me right when you saw this one, you said that's going to do good, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm familiar with them. I had a Balopticon with Virgil Ross, the guy that did Bugs Bunny for 40 years. I donated one to their senior center, and I'm a little familiar with them.
Now, the weird thing about these slides, some of them sold for $9.99. This one sold for $470. What
Sure.
do you think you could figure out is the makes it hot? What makes them hot?
As soon as I saw the movies will be hot.
You thinking the movies are the hotter
Oh, yeah.
ones?
I have no doubt about it.
Because we got a lot of them about old advertising and local places
Advertising
like
is going to be good. Some of them too. It'll depend. Like Winchester would be extremely good.
Winchester, like the guns?
Yeah, like the guns. It'll just depend on what it was. But when I saw that silent screen star stuff, remember, I got excited.
Well, honestly, I would have thought maybe $30, $40 for a single slide, but not $470.
Remember, I said someone bring 500, 1,000.
That shocked me. I'll be honest with you.
I'll be honest with you. I was excited. I don't get excited very easy anymore, especially at my age. But those things are neat.
Okay, number 3, antique mirror icon, sold for $250. Now, this particular one, we had that in our store for about a year. $300 or best offer. Never got any offers until we got this one offer for $250.
The right person has to find it.
Yeah, so sometimes, I mean, this almost goes in the art category.
Yeah, it's nice.
You know,
I think it's cute.
With art, you got to wait for a long time, and with this one, we had to wait for a long time, but we finally did find a buyer for it. Our next one, this one again was in the store for a couple months. It's a carpet cleaning machine. And you know, it's a big industrial type one. Professionals might use it. This one still works, but I think it's an older model. I don't think they're this big anymore.
What did it sell for?
Ended up doing $250. We had it in there for $350 or best offer, and it sold at $250. However, the guy never paid for it yet, so we might have to relist that. And number 5. 14 karat gold platinum ring. This one sold for more than the price of the gold at $221.90. It only was 4 grams.
Wow.
And I guess somebody really wanted to wear this one. They liked the style, and they paid more than the price of gold for it.
Nice looking ring though, Vince.
It's old. It's from the 1950s.
That probably has something to do with it. It's really a pretty ring though.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to sell fancy jewelry. I mean, this is not that much, $200, but You know, some people bring in these $2,000, $3,000 rings that they have appraisals for. We can't sell those. Despite the nice pictures and everything, I think people want to go to the jewelry store to buy those.
And I guess if you sell diamonds, they have to be graded, don't they?
Yeah, they sure do. You need to tell as much as you can about them, but even with all that, it's hard to sell the expensive ones.
Yeah, but if you get one that's really close to flawless or really nice, they'll pay for it. But very few, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen a flawless diamond yet?
I couldn't tell you a flawless one if I saw it.
Neither could I.
All right, Jack. Well,
Hey.
that concludes our top 5 for the week.
Still, those slides are really neat. If anybody's listening, you get a chance, check those out on there. They're really something to see.
Yeah, please do check that out. Because we want to get some more bids on these slides. They're really something special. You don't find these very often.
And you can find all that on what, Vince?
AuctionBayOnline.com.
And when you want to look something up and find out what it's worth or what it's selling for,
Look on TerraPeak. TerraPeak's a great tool for that.
it's one of the best tools in the world.
And we'll put a link right at the bottom of the video. If you want to subscribe to TerraPeak, we'll get you a great rate for a 1-year subscription. All right, Jack. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Take care. Hey, Jack. It's Vince, and it's June 15th, and we're ready to do our top 7.
7.
Sorry, top 5.
You were close.
It's getting late in the day. We're going to do our top 5 of the last 7 days.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. All right. So let's see here. 7 days, top 5. Let's hope we get some big numbers here. Okay, number 1. This was a very interesting item. I showed this one to you, and we wanted to talk about it a little bit. It's called a magic lantern.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And we started that baby out at $25 because it was pretty rusty.
Cash, no Visa, no MasterCharge.
Had some writing on there. It said the Macintosh number 1623. And man, that's an oldie, huh?
Looked all beat up too, remember? I remember that.
Macintosh Stereo Opticon Company of Chicago.
Opticon or Balopticon?
Stereo Opticon.